Hey everyone, Matt King with the King Piers team, out here with another video showcase of the nation's very best engineering sound foundation repair. If you'd like to see more, we highly encourage you to visit us over on our YouTube and Facebook channels. If you haven't visited before, it's a simple search, King Piers LLC. And while you're there, we'd really appreciate if you left a like and a subscribe. But we are back out here with a showcase on a project I just got started in Independence, Missouri. This is actually the second project that we're doing for this customer. Back in February, their house just right at the other end of the driveway here. We did some exterior work on sealing the foundation wall with commercial foundation tar, sealing all the cracks, getting some new drainage put in, and everything has been bone dry since we did that work, well before any of the big April and May torrential downpours. But now we are at their parents' house, right up the driveway, and doing some epoxy injection and polyurethane application. Today, I am specifically getting the first step of the epoxy injection done. You can see the crack right here. We have obvious signs of water leaking through, so I have just finished drilling and getting the ports set, and now what I'm going to do next is do that first layer of fast setting epoxy. We use specifically the 300 fast, and it's just a really good fast setting epoxy. Really dries in about 4 or 5 hours. We're gonna let that dry since it has been raining here this week. We're gonna let that dry overnight, so that way when I come back tomorrow morning, I can just start injecting through that bottom port. And what should happen next is when I am shooting epoxy through this port, you should see it start to travel upward and come through the next port, and then so on until they're all injected. That's how we know definitively that the epoxy is traveling through the crack and is going to seal that from the inside where we need it to. And then once that injection is done, we'll just cut the ports off, flush to the wall, and do a final layer of NP 150 polyurethane over the top. We have another hairline crack over here on the corner, much smaller than the other one, but it doesn't need to be a big foundation crack to have water leak out. And you can see this is even a much smaller crack compared to the one that spans the whole wall. This really ends right about here, but you can see how much water has leaked through there, so we're going to get that sealed up as well. And then tomorrow, when we are doing that final step with the polyurethane over the top, we're going to go ahead everywhere that we have access to down here in the basement. We're going to seal along the perimeter where the wall and the floor meet with that same NP 150 polyurethane. Again, since it has rained recently, we really want to let that dry out another day. Hopefully the forecast stays correct, and tomorrow stays pretty dry, so shouldn't have any issues there. Should go pretty quickly. In addition to this project, we were also going to do some sump pump installation. You can see right here, got a little short driveway where they have a sump pump just sitting here designed to keep that when this little section gets filled with water, it's designed to pump that out. But what we're going to do just on the other side of this wood here, we're going to make our sump pump pit, run the piping out roughly 10 feet further out in the yard, and then dig a 5 foot by 5 foot deep hole, and just kind of a catch basin for where that water needs to be dispersed. So that'll probably be here later in the week, next week. So stay tuned for more updates on this project. Again, you can find these on our YouTube and Facebook channels, King Piers LLC. You can also go to our website, kingpiers.com, and don't forget, you can always call us directly at 1-816-288-4373.